Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, and if this is your first time here, I want to say I appreciate the fact that you clicked on this video, and now that you're here, I'm not ready to let you go. Kindly hit that red subscribe button and be a part of this YouTube family, please. And if you're the oldie and goodie, thank you guys so much for keeping a watchful eye on me. I appreciate you all, okay? So today's topic why am I even laughing? This topic is really crucial. So this is a highly requested video. People want me to talk about this. Marriage expectations versus realities. People want me to talk about this. This one is highly requested. However, I just want to give a quick disclaimer before we go into it that I am not a relationship pro. I don't know too much. In fact, I don't know anything. Just say I don't know anything. I don't know anything about love. I don't know anything about relationship. I don't know anything about marriage. I am just but a child. Okay? I am just a baby. I know nothing. I don't know anything. However, I believe life, we live to learn and we learn to live. Okay? So with people's example, I've been living with married people. I've seen how they live. I've seen what's caused quarrel and stuff like that. And overall, I've lived a year plus as a married woman. So I guess I can sit and just say a word or two about marriage, which is why I'm here to give my own opinion on these things. What we expect and what actually is the real deal. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's get into this video. The number one thing is normally we tend to expect our partners to be perfect, but the reality is nobody is perfect. And when I mean nobody, your partner is definitely inclusive. Okay, we want our partners to be perfect. We want them to be all that we see on the telly, but the actual fact is you are not perfect, and so is your partner. So don't expect that man or that woman to be 100% equal, 100% safe, or 100% the movie character that you've watched, that you so admire that movie, or you've read Mills and Boone, then you want a perfect figure like that you saw in the novel. So we all are different, we all are imperfect. So you expect a perfect human being, you expect that's fine, but the reality is he is not perfect, period. And the second thing is we expect our partners to come home every blessed day with a gift or flowers. Most times the ladies will expect our husbands to come home every day after work with flowers, isn't it? You expect him to just come home with a bunch of flowers. I should have bought you flowers. That is nice. That is what we expect. But the reality is that man has so much going on that he can't be buying you flowers every blessed day after work. And it goes to you. You are so busy with work and stuff, you can't be doing that every day. Of course, it's nice to once in a while we give gifts and stuff, but it cannot happen every day. So if you expect to live your whole marriage life in honeymoon, I'm sorry. Some days are too tough at work. He's not going to even think about flowers. That's just life. It's not like he doesn't want to do it. No, life is tough. And sometimes better things are there to deal with. It's not just buying you flowers. You have other things going on. Okay. Another expectation that we go into marriage with is that our partners should support us in whatever. Even if you're doing something that is not correct, you think by default, because he is your husband, by default, because she is your wife, she is expected to live by you and with you in that mess. So you just go around offending people, thinking, I have a husband that always, he has got my back. You know what I'm saying? So He's always going to be there to support me, even if I'm wrong. That you should not expect. Except if that man is not thinking correctly, if that woman is not thinking correctly. But anyone that thinks correctly will not support you when you are wrong or when you are pursuing the wrong cause. It's not like he's just going to stand out there and say, oh no, you're wrong. No, because he loves you, he's not going to embarrass you. But when you are together, he's definitely going to tell you, I'm not in support of what you're doing. I am not there. You are on your own. You are on your own. So don't be shocked when your husband behind closed doors tells you that's which you're pursuing. I am not there with you. You're on your own. So if you don't expect that, it's going to shock you. Okay? So we should not expect them to always be there in everything that we are doing. Most times, if they don't see the need, they don't see the importance, they are not there. That's just life. You can do the same. It's not like they are at fault. You can also do that if you don't see the importance of something. Another expectation that we have is that our marriages are going to be as sweet as what we see on social media. Yes, you'll agree with me. We think, oh, this and this and this and this is what people are doing, so I think when I get married, that is what we are going to enjoy. It's not going to happen like that, okay? Your marriage is not going to be exactly as what you see on social media. In fact, me, I pray for mine to get better than what I see on social media. So don't think because your friend's husband is posting her on his social media, your husband should do the same. People are different. Okay, people are just different. So he might show his own love in a different way. Don't expect him to post you, and because he's not posting you, you think there is no love. Some love is there. You just need to understand that your own love is not a social media love. Everyone is different. So don't expect that your relationship is going to be what you see on social media. Aim for a better relationship than what you see your friend enjoy. You know, you want to go on vacation and just post it. You want, because your friend is telling you, I'm going on vacation. Yeah, this is even applicable outside social media. Let's just say you want your relationship, you want your marriage to be what someone else is enjoying. You don't sit down and imagine that, oh, I can even have better. Okay, sometimes learn to think you can have better and stop comparing yourself and your marriage to others. Okay, you can have better, you deserve it. So stop thinking you're supposed to have exactly what you see people having. It's wrong, totally wrong. Another expectation we go into marriage with is that our partners are not going to change forever. We always think our partners are not going to change. Okay, I met this young guy, and then the only thing that attracts him, apart from my sweet self, is Manchester United. Okay, then come a time Manchester United is no more attracting him. He decides to go into volleyball and stuff, and then he pays more attention to it, and then you sit there and say, I didn't expect this. How will he be paying so much attention on volleyball? How will he be playing volleyball from morning till night? How will he be doing this and this and this? Things change, people change. Change is constant. It's going to keep happening. And for me, the best thing you need to do is how to look at those changes with a positive eye, with a positive mindset, and try to talk about it. If he's going, or she, let me stop to, be pointing fingers. If she is doing, if the changes are too much, like you think they are going on the negative end, you just have to sit and talk about it. But just expect your partner is definitely going to change. He or she is not going to be the same person you met 10 years down the line. You people are going to change. You might not recognize the fact that you are changing, because for humans, it's just humanly that we focus on the changes in others, but we hardly think about what is changing within ourselves. So just know he is going to change, she is going to change. Be ready to move along with that change. Be ready to talk about it. shape that change to what you want exactly, but expect change. Don't be shocked. Don't be pulled aback by changes. They are inevitable. Okay. Another big expectation that we go into marriages with is your partner is your only source of happiness. This particular one is deadly. Like, this particular one is a suicide mission. If you're moving to that direction, you're on a suicide mission. You think your partner is your one and only source of happiness. Nobody else can give you happiness in this world. Nothing else can give you happiness in this world. You are on the road to committing a suicide. Yes, because you first need to have happiness within you. If you're not a happy person within, no matter the partner that you have, no matter your husband, what your husband does, no matter what your wife does, you're still not going to be happy. You're still not going to live freely, because naturally you suck. You just suck. Okay? So first, cultivate happiness within you, and then you can enjoy happiness from someone else. Because if you are a sad person, if you're not a happy person, every little thing is definitely going to disturb you. Every little thing is definitely going to hurt you. So first, cultivate happiness. Just be the person that gets happy about life. And then your partner, whatever little he does, is going to excite you. Then you're going to enjoy happiness. But if you're this person that is always vexed, there is no way that man or that woman is going to make you happy. And then 2 years down the line, you start saying, I'm not enjoying marriage. I'm not in a happy relationship. It's not because of your partner. It's because of who you are. So sometimes try to do things that you love to make you happy. When you are a happy person, you easily become happy. Okay? I hope I'm making sense. It's like when you wake up in the morning, you wake up sad. You have this attitude, and then something small that might happen just blow everything out of proportion. Maybe someone just says something here, and then you're just all angry and stuff. Something that you would have laughed about on another day, you'll just be vexed, twist your face and all of that. So be a happy person, and then you'll attract happiness. Am I making sense? So don't expect your partner to be your one and only source of happiness. He or she is your source of happiness, but he or she is not your one and only source of happiness. You are responsible for your happiness before meeting that guy. So maintain your happiness, and then you'll definitely attract happiness. Okay? Another expectation that we go into marriages with is that our marriages should grow rapidly. Like, we should be successful. Within the next 5 years after marriage, we should have our own apartment. We should have 5 cars. We should have this. We should have achieved this. You want a successful marriage just within 5 years. This is something people have been working on. This is something people have been fighting to achieve for the past 20 years in marriage. But then you want to achieve it in the next 5 years. That's fine. But don't expect growth to be rapid. Growth is never rapid, okay? So take time, enjoy your relationship, and grow slowly but nicely. Enjoy your relationship. Focus more on building your happiness with your partner, and then growth goes slowly. Don't just expect to just boom, you are there, you have achieved. Kids are there, boom. Cars, bam. Houses, boom. Everything like that, everything. You're not in a dreamland. You are in reality. The final thing on my mind, on my list, is that most times we expect our marriages to be as bitter as people portray love and relationships to be. You can agree with me. Before getting married, you'll hear all sorts of negative things about marriage. Marriage is this, marriage is that, marriage is bitter, marriage is sour, marriage is not sweet, marriage is hard. All boils down to who you're getting married to. Okay, so for me, choosing your partner will ease off most of the negativities in marriage. But most times we tend to think, okay, people are suffering in relationships. People are suffering in marriages. So that means when I get married, that is what I'm going to suffer. That is what I'm going to experience. The reality is you can actually have a sweet and peaceful marriage. despite all that people say. People say marriage is bad, marriage is hard, marriage is tough. But you can make it better, you can make it easy, you can make it sweet, depending on how you choose your partner and depending on whether you put God at the center of it all. Okay? People have been living for years. They have quarrels, they have issues, but they manage it well. And sometimes people live in doubt if they have quarrels, if they have issues. It's not like they are perfect people, but because they are imperfect people that are really conscious about their imperfect state, and then they work towards, accepting each other and working on their imperfections. If I already know I'm not going to get married to a perfect man, he is imperfect, there are expectations that are unrealistic. I should think about them in dreamland, but not expect them to happen like every other day in my marriage. If you just get that, then your marriage is going to be sweet. And that is why sometimes when your husband gives you gifts or your wife gifts you something, you'll be so happy and appreciate it because you are not expecting it. Okay? Let it just happen, but don't go with too much expectations. Expect too much, big dreams. Those are the things that get you disappointed. If I'm making sense. Those expectations get you disappointed. Sometimes it's just good that we live freely. If you live freely, believe you me, you're going to live with a happy man, with a happy woman, because you don't expect too much from that person. You just walk through marriage freely. Okay, so amidst all what people are saying, be hopeful and trust that you're going to have a peaceful and sweet marriage. And in doing that, it depends on you first. You need to shape up yourself, because mind you, in as much as you want a perfect man, even though you're not going to get a perfect man, that is how you should work on yourself, so that that man is going to get someone at the end of the day that suits his perfection, if it makes sense. Okay, so if we work on ourselves, then I tell you, it's not going to be as difficult as people say. It's really sweet, it's really worth it if you work on building yourself, and then you know that at the end of the day you're getting married to an imperfect person. You guys are just going to work on building yourselves, work on improving every day. So this is how far we've come in today's video. I know a lot of you guys out there have your own opinions, your points. That is why the comment section is there. Go down in the comment section, because people are going to watch this video, but they are not going to just learn everything that they want to learn. So when you drop your comments in the comment section, they are going to read and learn a lot more. Okay, so let me hear your comments. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're still here and have not subscribed, please hit that red subscribe button and be a part of this wonderful family. Like this video, don't forget, give it a big thumbs up. I love you guys. Until my next video, bye.